you were my friend, and I found that I was right. The way I've lived my life, I never took anyone's advice, but you showed me an open door and a way I never walked before. Step by step, day by day, I never knew it could be this way. Step by step, day by day, Jesus, wanna say, though I may not understand all the things that you have planned, I follow you step by step. My dreams were not your dreams, and my fears were not your fears, but you cared enough to tell me what I didn't want to hear. And because I knew you were right, I would lie awake at night and try to reason why he died. To think of love like that, I nearly let go by. Step by step, day by day, I never knew it could be this way. Step by step, day by day, Jesus, wanna say, although I may not understand all the things that you have planned, I follow you step by step. Through Jesus, you came so naturally. Step by step, day by day, I never knew it could be this way. Step by step, day by day, Jesus, I wanna say, that though I may not understand all the things that you have planned, I follow you step by step. I follow you step by step. I follow you step by step. I follow you step by step by step by step. I'm gonna follow you. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I follow you step by step. I follow you step by step by step by step. I'm gonna follow you. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I follow you step by step. I follow you step by step by step by step. I'm gonna follow you. Feel the sunlight coming through, making up my mind to meet with you. Never thought we'd see eye to eye, but now I find I've lived a life, drifting about on an angry sea. A storm was building over never knew any other way. My happiness changed from day to day. Rubber canoe, rubber canoe. Ocean was beating me in my rubber canoe. To weather the rage was all I could do. To Jesus I gave my life to you. In my rubber canoe. The times I thought it through, I could never feel or see the view. All of my plans, they never gonna flow. So I was left standing in a rubber boat. Rubber canoe, rubber canoe. The ocean could beneath me in my rubber canoe. To weather the rage, that's all I could do. To Jesus I gave my life to you.
You know, one thing that God's always doing, the Bible says that the Father in heaven is conforming us, molding and shaping us into the image of His Son, Jesus Christ. And so what that means is there's always going to be changing in our lives. Even after you become a Christian and you continue on walking with the Lord, there's going to always be this process, and it's ever-changing. It's not going to stop till we go to be with Him. And a lot of people think, well, whenever, especially if you're a public person and you have a lot of visibility and people can see you, they think, well, gosh, they don't have any problems like that. You know, they're doing really good. And the thing that I found in my own life is, even in the last 6 months, there have been radical changes in my own concept of what God is doing, not only in my life, but around the world. And, you know, because of really some pressures that came into our own family, like the album Nobody Knows Me Like You was recorded probably at one of the very toughest times in my life. My family and I, my wife and I, were going through one of the most difficult times in our marriage. And I was totally, really just destroyed emotionally. I was just stripped of everything that I thought was valuable, everything that I counted to have value. And all of a sudden, you know, God began to show me some of the basic things that He had put in my life in the beginning, you know, when I came to Him. But, you know, we have to be reminded. And the album, Nobody Knows Me Like You, of course, there were days that I went in that I just totally did not, I couldn't sing a note. There was no way that I could sing about these tunes. I just thought, Lord, you got the wrong guy doing this. You know, I'm not the right person. But I found out, you know, that as God really put together this album, each tune talked about an area that people go through, myself included, that, you know, of hard times, you know, tunes like No Man's Land and just being with one foot, you know, with the Lord, you know, knowing a little bit about the Lord, and then the other foot kind of out here doing what I wanted to do, and, you know, being, you know, in a middle ground that's terrible. God didn't intend it to be that way. And songs like Rubber Canoe talking about, you know, being out on an angry sea, and our lives can just be shattered in just a short period of time. This canoe can just be swamped with water, and we can sink right to the bottom. You know, if it wasn't for the Lord, that's really what would happen, because these aren't easy times. And in my own life, you know, I feel that God is constantly reminding me of His values and His love, and how that's not only supposed to come to me and Him constantly giving it to me, but it's also supposed to go out, and it's supposed to come out of me, and it's supposed to be shared and communicated with other people.
in my rubber canoe. Rubber canoe, rubber canoe. Won't you move beneath me in my rubber canoe? Weather the rage, that's all I could do. To Jesus I gave my life.